This is your before and after story. Instead of imagining a rewarding career in medical imaging, Southeastern College can actually take you there. Prepare for a career in ultrasound, radiology, and X-ray technology with hands-on specialized training, simulations, and real-life experience with the latest imaging technology. You'll be ready to play a vital role on any healthcare team. Transform your life by helping others. Southeastern College. Your future is bright. Visit scc.edu to get started.
Goose, Kelly, and Thick Rick.
They don't know what the they're doing. Do you understand that?
On the Blitz.
Going to be a good day. High 85, mostly sunny. Looks like the humidity has kind of broke. It's actually somewhat cool outside this morning. Yeah.
61.
Is it 61 right now?
Yeah.
We are going to warm back up, though, back up into the 90s, and we're not the only ones. Did you see there's a heat dome coming? Yes. 100, 110 for pretty much the entire center of the country. And then I just read an article last night. We're going to warm back up and get more humid as the corn sweat is about to attack us.
The corn sweat?
Corn sweat, yep. For yet another year. Corn sweat is going to add to the heat and humidity throughout the entire Midwest.
Never heard of this.
I didn't until last year, but basically it's just the evaporation of water molecules on produce. Mm-hmm. And since we have so much corn in the Midwest, it releases all that moisture, mixes with the moisture already in the air, causes more humidity, more heat, and they call it corn sweat.
I love corn.
I'm a big fan of corn. I made a new corn, creamy hot honey corn last night.
Ooh, that sounds good.
It was pretty good.
Did you get the corn sweats?
Really good. Did not get the corn sweats. I did get the meat sweats because I killed some steak last night. Yeah, I was in cooking mode since the boys aren't here. So I have to make like multiple meals with like the chicken tenders on the side for Brendan because that's all he eats.
You make the street corn?
I have.
Yeah.
I have.
Now, do you serve it hot?
Uh-huh.
Okay, because I've gotten it and they serve it cold some places.
Yeah,
and I'm
not
like,
a fan.
No.
Not a fan.
But I love it hot.
Yeah.
I love that stuff.
Absolutely. Well, it's going to be a good Tuesday. We have got a whole bunch to talk about, including, I'm very shocked at the fact that there are multiple definitions for a particular word that has re-entered the zeitgeist thanks to Gwyneth Paltrow. I thought everyone knew exactly what it was, but apparently not. So I was very shocked by this. So I want to talk about this. Also, I have to figure out how to lie to a kid. So I'm going to need help with that coming up at about 7:45.
Your own?
No.
Oh.
Yeah. Or I have to figure out how to tell my kid to lie to another kid.
Yeah.
Got to figure out the whole scenario here.
Right.
It's a very weird scenario in our new docile, our new home a new problem that has approached. How are you, Kelly?
Great. I had a really strange experience this morning, and that is they're doing a lot of repaving in the overnight hours, so my normal route to work is blocked off. I couldn't go, so I went on my alternate route. That was blocked as well.
Oh.
So I had to take a third route, which was going 270 west to 315 south.
Uh-huh.
You get on 315 south and drive all the way to 670 west, which took me an extra 10 minutes to get to work. However, I was on 315 south from 161 all the way to about Kinnear, which is 8-9 miles. I saw not a single car, which made me feel like, did the rapture happen or something to where I'm the only one on Earth? It was the most eerie feeling to be the only car. Do people not know about 315? Nobody's driving on it. Now, granted, it was like 3:40 in the morning.
Right.
Nobody.
That would
miles.
still be pretty freaky for miles.
It was so weird.
Yeah.
And then I finally passed a car when I was up just past Kinnear. I was like, thank God it's not just me.
But on the flip side of the coin also, because yesterday I left the house about 8 minutes late. And it's amazing how leaving the house at, say, 4:40 in the morning is so much different than leaving the house at 4:50 or 4:55.
Yeah, the amount of traffic.
The amount of traffic in those 10 minutes is absolutely amazing how much it can increase in just that little window.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Thick, how you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm ready to go.
All right, well, let's do it then. Blitz Morning Trivia. What you got for us today?
I do want to mention we have a concert announcement just before 10 o'clock, and we
we
give
do.
away tickets.
Yes.
It's a good show. Good lineup. All right, $25 up for grabs to waterbeds and stuff. If you're the first one to text in the correct answer at 800-821-9970. Are you guys fans of Ted Lasso?
Yes.
Yes.
I love that show. And we thought it was over, but it is coming back. Production has begun on Ted Lasso Season 4. What I want to know is, what kind of team will he be coaching in Season 4? What is the team, the sport, that he will be coaching in Season 4? Be the first one to tell us at 800-821-9970. Text it in. We'll give you that gift card.
Hey, Thick, what's that answer for Blitz Morning Trivia?
All right, the question was in regard to Ted Lasso Season 4, which production has begun on. What kind of team will Ted Lasso be coaching? And it's a Division II women's soccer team, which I think this is going to be hilarious. He's going to be coaching this Division II women's soccer team.
So he's going to college.
No, this will still be in Richmond.
Oh, so it's going to be a pro Division II.
Yes, women's team.
Gotcha. The teams that are working their way up, like Wrexham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know they had women's leagues in the Premier League.
I wouldn't know either. I don't follow soccer, so or football.
But, yeah, Jason Sudeikis obviously back, Hannah Waddingham, Juno Temple, and Jeremy Swift all returning. And, 61 Emmy nominations for the first 3 seasons. They won 13 of them. That show is amazing.
Yeah, I have a feeling they're going to ruin this show. They probably should have stopped while they were ahead.
You think?
Yeah.
I think this could be really funny.
Well, sure. Of course, it can be, yeah, but most aren't. Most shows that come back aren't.
It's like you go back to the book, one too many times.
Right.
Just
you did what you did.
But there's probably money on the table. It's too tempting to not take it. So,
like, it's even though I'm somewhat enjoying it, it's like the Dexter thing. Like, they released 2 new Dexter shows at the same time. One where he comes back to life yet again, and another one where they're going to when he was like a teenager and starting off his career or starting his job as a 20-year-old. And it's like, okay, we get it. We don't need that many shows. So, I mean, fingers crossed. I hope they don't ruin a good thing.
Yeah. Joe Ing from Roseville, first one to text in the correct answer, has got $25 to waterbeds and stuff.
Hey, I know a lot of people are excited because Shark Week is here. Are you a fan of Shark Week?
I'm not. I don't care about sharks I at all. But I do know that people love it, and it's a thing.
They do, and they get hyped for it.
Yeah.
But here's my question. How many new shows? We haven't discovered that much new information about sharks in 1 year. To go back, speaking of, retapping the well,
yeah,
it's just the same shows over and over again.
Yeah.
Or yet another search for the megalodon.
They made a second Meg.
Yeah. Like, I don't understand how they keep coming back to it. But in case you are all about Shark Week, let's get you kicked off with a little bit of shark knowledge. Because here's some stuff I didn't know. Sharks do not have bones. They are a special type of fish known as the elasmobranchs branches. Elasmo branches. Basically, fish made of cartilage that acts like bone, but it's a lot lighter. And they can still leave fossils because they end up like having oils and stuff solidify inside their cartilage. It's basically like what the tip of your nose and ears are made of. That's the whole inside of their body. Did you know this? Coconuts are more dangerous than sharks. We've been trained to, basically Jaws, trained at how terrible and scary sharks are, but really falling coconuts kill 30 times more humans annually.
I believe
than
that.
Sharks.
Have you ever been near when a coconut falls out of a tree? It is really just, you can't believe how, you would be dead if that hit you right on the noggin.
Right, yeah. Game over. Game over. So, yes, just know that you should be far more scared of coconuts than you should of sharks. Sharks can lose more than 30,000 teeth in their lifetime. You ever see a picture of a shark's mouth and you see all those rows of teeth?
Crazy.
Those are literally all their backups. So when a tooth falls out, a next tooth is just ready to go. It's like next in line. It's just there, ready to go. And speaking of teeth, sharks can't get cavities. Their teeth are covered in fluoride, so they will not get cavities. And finally, this one's just insane. While a female sand shark is pregnant, the two largest shark pups inside of her and inside the womb will eat the fellow unborn siblings inside the womb. Intrauterine cannibalism. It's extreme, but it helps ensure only the strongest shark pups survive out in the wild. That's insane.
So the two agree in the womb that they're the biggest, and they're just going to go ahead and consume the other ones.
Consume the others, I would have to assume, yeah.
Nice.
Is it like literally like Survivor, where you're off making like alliances? Like, hey, you don't eat me,
right.
I won't eat you. We'll just eat the other siblings instead.
Keith texted in and said they do have a jawbone, and I looked it up, and no, that's also made of cartilage.
The dry jaws of a shark appear and feel heavy and solid, much like bone. These same minerals almost allow most shark skeletal systems to fossilize quite nicely. That's the little fun fact here I'm reading off of the shark info. So, yeah, that too. There you go, learning some stuff on a Tuesday morning about sharks. Go enjoy Shark Week, 98.7 The Blitz.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
Oh, let's take a trip down south. We have ourselves a WTF. What the Florida? An ad executive by the name of Matthew Day was busted around 1:30 a.m. at The Landing, a downtown St. Petersburg bar. It's a elevated hangout balcony bar is how it's described. Well, he was hanging out with some friends, walked upstairs, decided, well, this is a great place to use the bathroom. Whipped it out and started peeing off the balcony.
Idiot.
And unfortunately, there were some people that were in the wrong place at the wrong time. Yeah. Security spotted Day relieving himself and escorted the defendant out of the bar and directly into police custody. He was charged with disorderly conduct on the premises of a licensed establishment. He was in jail yesterday. He did get out on $500 bond, but he will be back in court. I'm very curious how this will affect Ribeye Media, which is the company he co-founded and is the head of personal experience for. So
He gave him a personal experience.
yes, he did.
I want to say, and I don't sympathize with the guy at all. You can't pee off a balcony,
right,
into a crowd. However, seeing as the Ohio State Fair is opening on tomorrow, the sky ride that goes from one end of the fair to the other. Mm-hmm. As a kid, how many of us spit off that thing? Every one of us spit off that thing. Like, you spit off the sky ride onto the folks below. That's what you do as a kid on the sky lift.
Really?
Yes.
What?
Charlie and I, my husband and I, were talking about this, and we're like, yeah, it's way too tempting not to. When you're like a 12-year-old, buddy, you're spitting off that thing. Everybody does it.
Wow.
Was it just me?
I think so.
I never did.
At me so weird.
I never ever spit on that.
You've never had any type of a urge to like just kind of like let spit dangle off your mouth, and
No.
you don't necessarily want to spit on somebody, but you kind of want to spit.
No.
Oh my gosh, you guys are really letting me hang out here.
Hey,
There's
I would never leave you hang out to dry, Kelly. Never.
All
But
right. Well, listen, I spit off the sky ride at the Ohio State Fair when I was probably 12 years old, and I loved it.
would you?
Did you aim?
No, I don't aim at people. I just wanted to watch my spit fall
all the way down
to the ground. I wasn't wanting to spit on somebody, but I wanted to watch my spit go down to the ground and splat.
If you were walking or standing, let's say, and you felt drop, and you wiped your head, and you knew it was something.
Oh yeah, I'd be so mad.
Would you rather it be two driplets of spittle, or would you rather it be 2 drops of pee-pee?
Spit.
Spit?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you're right. I was actually doing people a favor by not peeing off the sky ride.
Yes,
yeah.
we all
You're such
thank
a
you
good
for
person.
that. Yeah, you're a very good person, Kelly. Thank you. Our second story takes us over to Bedfordshire, England, where Jack Johansson, a 23-year-old, is now in police custody because, you see, Jack has a thriving business, mainly dealing in cannabis, but he dabbles in other such things. And apparently, he's got a new line of things going on. And not only that, But because he is now expanding, he has decided to offer some deals. Basically, digital coupons, if you will, where you can get
Digital
more
what?
coupons. You can get more for less, basically.
Yeah.
And Jack wanted to let his customers know that, so he sent out a text message to his customers. Unfortunately, either one number was misentered or he saved something wrong, but he ended up texting the police for the town he lives in, letting him know about the supply of cannabis, crack cocaine, and heroin that he had.
The weed!
They were able to then track him down, where, yes, he was found to have multiple drug items on him, drug paraphernalia, and a bunch of cash. He is charged with, all sorts of drug-related felonies, and he is going to have a lot of issues over the next few years. Don't go texting the police with the drug deals you have going on currently.
Whoops-a-daisy.
Not highly recommended. That is your not so breaking news. Well, some people are agreeing with you, Kelly, saying they would never walk underneath the skywalk at the Ohio State Fair just because of that reason of spitting off the top.
Yeah.
And seeing people get hit.
Well, if you see me, definitely don't walk under. I didn't do it as an adult, folks, but it's too tempting when you're a kid. And you're up there with your sister, your sister who's 2 years younger than you. You're like, watch this.
I get it.
I want you to take a moment as I go over this list and think about something, because here's the question. There was someone who jumped on the World Wide Web and asked people, what current tech do you think will seem ridiculous in 50 years? So think about this for a minute. I'm going to share with you what people were saying on the World Wide Web. Technology that will seem ridiculous in 50 years. Charging cables. People are actually going to say, wait, you had to physically plug your device in to charge it every day?
You had to be away from it while it charged?
Right. Say, well, it won't be the case anymore. I would love for this to happen. Someone said dental work. Anything regarding present-day dental work will be seen as barbaric.
I feel like it's already barbaric.
Oh, absolutely. Using metal claws to just scrape away at your teeth, for sure. Someone also said ditto for chemotherapy. Medical devices like CT scan machines going to go by the wayside. They're going to find a more effective way to do that.
Yeah, like Star Trek, they just got a little hand thing. They just run it over top of your body and it tells you everything you need to know.
Current tech that might seem ridiculous in 50 years, loud engine noise, internal combustion engines. Loud cars, chainsaws, mowers, things like that.
Yeah, every time I hear one of those e-vehicles start up, I'm like, that is the weirdest sound. But it's so quiet.
So quiet.
I can tell you one thing. My old boat had a 2-stroke motor. The new one's got a 4-stroke. It is 100 times more quiet than the 2-stroke motor.
Really?
Unbelievable difference.
I do rely on a louder motor to let me know that some vehicle's coming up behind me when I'm walking the dogs. I have to walk on the streets.
And that actually is one of the big complaints I have heard for bicyclists and people walking their dogs is you just can't hear the cars coming because they're so quiet. And there is something about a nice roar of an engine. I get why they would say this, but
I love the sound of your car.
Yeah, it's kind of sad, man. Something else that might seem ridiculous in 50 years: trash. Not that there will be a solution for existing waste. It's just that most things will be reusable in the future. Someone said so. It will be a lot less trash. Car accidents are going to be something of the long gone past, apparently, in 50 years, because autonomous vehicles will work together to make the current number of car fatalities seem ridiculous. I mean, you've already got cars that will brake on their own if you're approaching too fast. If you're tailgating, it'll send off a beep to let you know that you're approaching the next car too fast. I remember having a rental vehicle that actually applied the brakes for you. If you were in cruise control, it kept you at a certain distance away from the car in front of you. It automatically slowed down and sped up compared to the car in front of you.
Wow.
And then finally, someone said tech that will seem ridiculous in 50 years, game consoles. they'll just be replaced with like streaming services. And I don't know what they mean by that. Like you'll just be able to log onto your TV.
Yeah.
And if you pay for, let's say, the PlayStation, it'll be an app on your TV. You'll have your games saved and things like that.
That makes sense.
One more. I'm sorry. Tech that will be seen ridiculous in 50 years. Toilet paper. Such a medieval method for something we use so much. It's a waste, it's unhygienic, and causes all kinds of sewer problems. Okay, but what's going to be the alternative?
Like you have a bidet, but you're still wet back there.
Right, exactly.
Gross.
You still need to at least
maybe
dab.
Maybe it's like a washer-dryer type situation. That really does feel like it would take a long time. Like I don't have that kind of time.
Right. To sit there and power wash and then blow dry.
Yeah, Nope.
I mean, what's next? Am I gonna braid the taint down there? Of the hair? Like, is that a new trip to the salon? The new blowout is you're going and...
Well, maybe it'll be super powerful. It's kind of like, when you go through a car wash and you get that blow dry right at the end and it just,
just the one
air
swipe through.
Just so hard.
It just pushes everything to the back.
Yeah.
So then you got dirty poop water being pushed up your crack and then up your back as you're standing up off the toilet.
Know. I
don't want to get blown off the toilet.
That too, right. And if it's not the right temperature, that's some sensitive skin down there.
Maybe it'll be a little brush that comes up and like the car wash.
All right, maybe now we're talking.
Then
that might be okay.
Doesn't sound too bad.
That actually sounds okay. Just a soft little bristle.
Yeah.
Right on the
like that thing that spins over your windshield.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I'm not against that. Started thinking, my trips to the bathroom might last a lot longer.
A
long time. Forget the legs falling asleep. I'm talking about necrosis from the knee down. Out of bounds.
And now, all right, I'm listening. The 3 things you need to know before you go.
Really awful situation yesterday on South Hamilton Road. A hoax 911 call ended with police shooting 2 dogs, killing one of them. Deputies and officers from Obetz and Madison Township responded to a report that someone's grandma had been shot in a home on South Hamilton Road. And they got no response when they knocked on the door. So authorities forced their way inside. No one was there, but there were dogs inside. 2 German Shepherds became aggressive. Obviously, there are intruders in their home, so they get aggressive. And both dogs were shot. One's dead. And it was a hoax 911 call. Now, you can't blame the officers. They're trying to help who they think is a shot grandma inside.
Of course.
But it's also awful for the homeowner who came home during the incident and warned them, I have dogs, do not go in there. And they're like, I'm sorry, we've got to check out this 911 call.
Then why wouldn't you send in the owners to...
They would not let her go inside. They wouldn't let her do it. So it's a terrible situation. You can't blame the officers. But if I'm the homeowner, that is just a wickedly awful situation. You have dogs for protection. They did what they were supposed to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a terrible situation. So once they narrow down, figure out who made this hoax call, they will face felony charges. Malcolm Jamal Warner, actor who rose to fame as child Theo Huxtable on The Cosby Show, has died in a drowning accident in Costa Rica. This was so sad to see yesterday. The 54-year-old was on vacation with his family. He was swimming at Playa Grande on the Caribbean coast on Sunday when a current pulled him deeper into the ocean. Authorities say people who were on the beach were able to pull Warner and a second man out of the water and onto the beach. Malcolm Jamal Warner was pronounced dead at the scene. The other adult male was taken to the hospital in critical condition. Well, like I said, the story has made the rounds on TikTok, but I thought it's definitely worth mentioning. There was a summer intern at an elite Manhattan law firm, and she has been dismissed after 2 months on the job because apparently she would not stop roaring at people. She'd be like, "Rawr," and biting colleagues.
What?
Yeah. I guess she was like the intern quirky girl, I'll say. And apparently it started on day one at this firm called Sidley Austin. It's a huge law firm in Manhattan. So she said on the first day that people are saying she started roaring at people.
What?
And then the biting started.
What?
And they say she bit up to 12 people.
How did it get to 12?
I'm assuming because she was hot. I'm guessing she was hot because you don't let that go on
that's
for that
true.
long. Anyway, her office mate, female, had to start wearing long sleeves because the girl had bit her multiple times.
Okay.
This makes no sense.
Is this wild? I mean, obviously like a mental health issue maybe, but I mean...
Did they release her name?
I think it's out there.
Do you know her?
No, I want to look her up.
Yeah, I've been looking. A lot of places have it deleted, like the comments deleted with the girl's name, and people are like, quit doxing her. She had to delete her LinkedIn and all this stuff. And they said that she
quit doxing her. I'm sorry. If you're going to bite people, you get called out.
Yeah.
If you're a weird person like that at a law firm, people are going to talk about you.
Yeah, it's really strange. So somebody posted on Reddit, and you gotta take Reddit with a grain of salt, but they said, listen, I work with this girl, and you guys, like, she's got some stuff going on, and she's a real human being, so, like, quit making her life miserable. But I'm like, oh, man, if she might have given me rabies, I might try to make her.
Right. You made a coworker wear long sleeve shirts because you bit her so much.
Yeah.
Wow. So...
Yeah.
It's
And
like
they were
one of
like,
those girls who meows all the time.
yeah, she was roaring. Anyway, she was finally terminated and is said to be laying low at a Holiday Inn in Maryland.
As you
That's
should.
all the doxing I'll do on it. All right, those are your 3 things.
Wow. Okay, so Gwyneth Paltrow is the latest famous person to release a memoir. And like most memoirs, she is sharing all kinds of crazy stories with us, including the fact that she loved her time with Brad Pitt, mainly when he would perform one particular act that you only perform with your significant other. And it's not an act that all couples perform. And I just saw a small little excerpt. I don't know why she enjoyed it. I just know that for some reason she enjoyed the placement of the manhood upon the facial area. She liked teabagging for some reason, and I don't know why.
You meant Ben Affleck, right?
Or Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Ben Affleck. When she was with Ben Affleck, not.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a Brad Pitt thing.
No, Ben Affleck.
He's classier than that.
Whether it was jokingly or she really enjoyed it, it was a thing. But here's my question. I saw some people online talking about it, and one guy said it completely baffled me on the Gwyneth Paltrow story about teabagging. That's not at all what I thought it was. And then someone else commented, I will never look at a cup of Earl Grey the same way again. I thought there was only one definition. Am I wrong? I would like 800-821-9970.
I only knew one meaning of that.
Yeah. Not that, we can give the full description on the air, but I just want to know if someone else thought what people think it means.
No, like everyone has to be careful when they're actually wanting to drink tea. Like that's how careful you have to be with that term.
Right, exactly. Just going to a Starbucks, if you have a 17-year-old boy at the cash register.
Do not ask for a tea bag with your hot water.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Because you know exactly what's going to happen. Or what he's thinking, anyways. I just don't understand how you can be confused by this. What about, what does Urban Dictionary say?
I want to know when the term came about.
Oh, that too.
They do also refer to it in online gaming, a player repeatedly crouching over a defeated opponent's character as a form of taunting or humiliation.
Well, yeah, because that is emulating the actual act of what you're doing. Does
that really happen?
Oh, absolutely.
You haven't seen videos of that?
Oh, no.
Like
Call of Duty?
Call of Duty. After they kill someone, they'll walk over and just hit the crouch button over and over and over and over and over again.
Kidding.
No.
That is the funniest thing.
The online gaming world's a blast.
It's the first person to figure out, hey.
Oh, it's such an indignity.
Oh, yeah. especially in video games.
Oh,
Like,
gosh,
not only
yes.
did I snipe you from all the way across the map, but now I'm
come
going to
over.
walk up and just doink it, doink it, doink it, doink it, doink
That's a
it.
whole different level of taunting right there.
Oh my gosh! Oh, I wish I could.
I want to get Kelly into a world of modern warfare just so she can walk over and
Yeah, I want to
teabag
be the
someone.
bagger, not the bagging,
Right,
too.
yeah.
If there was no
be
such
clear.
thing as an unsportsmanlike penalty, I guarantee football players would be doing it.
Yeah,
You sack the quarterback and then
that is true.
Can you do that on Madden?
Oh, that would be great
No.
if you could. That'd be
Yeah.
absolutely amazing. My laptop is locked up. I got a couple text messages. I just can't see what they say. I'm wondering if anyone has a.
somebody called it Bulgarian goggles.
Okay, I have heard Bulgarian goggles. Yes.
Justin. Thanks, Justin.
Yes, thank you for that. I have heard that before.
Doug
as
said
well.
there's a restaurant in my hometown called Teabaggers. I laugh every time I pass it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I don't know if I can go to Teabagger's restaurant. I don't know if that's happening. All right, well, if you're interested in Gwyneth Paltrow's memoir, it's going to be on the way. But fun fact for you today, Gwyneth Paltrow apparently was, at least with Ben Affleck, enjoyed the old TB every so often.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't know what else that can mean, but apparently some people are confused by it.
Good on her.
Yeah.
All right, I got to get me some video of this online thing because I am dying.
Oh, yeah, go to YouTube real quick. I want a live reaction.
Online gaming teabag.
All right.
Go to YouTube real quick.
I'm there.
Okay. And type in Modern Warfare teabagging and see what comes
Oh,
up.
yeah.
Because I guarantee there's going to be at least like a video that pops up right away.
Modern Warfare.
Oh, yeah. There's a.
Is there a bunch of this pop up right away?
Yeah, I just put Call of Duty teabag. It's everywhere.
All right.
Do you have one that popped up?
Let's see. The Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
All right, hang on. Here we
that'll
go.
do it. That'll
They're
do
going
it.
fast.
They're
I'm
going
going to be able to
fast.
see it.
Hopefully they just run up and they're like, dig it, 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 over and over and over again. By the way, while she's waiting for the video, because I want to hear this live reaction, we've got a story. You ever post something for free on Craigslist before, and you're like, if you want to just come pick it up?
I'll just give it away.
Yeah. I would love to know, coming up here in about 3.5 minutes, I'm sorry, about 7 minutes, if you...
Oh my gosh, you people are brutal online.
There's the
You
teabag.
gamers. Gosh.
Bro, what are you doing?
Next. There is a very small, minute chance that if you're scrolling through Craigslist and you see a posting for like free, come pick up, that you're going to get something that is actually, I don't want to say worth it because anything's worth free, but I mean something that is nice. You know what you're getting if you're going to pick up something free. It's either going to be like rehabilitated. Maybe you enjoy arts and crafts and you're picking up like an old dresser and you're going to sand it and repaint it, redesign it. Or it's going to be reused. Like, hey, here's a bucket. And you're like, oh, good, I need a bucket for my extra nails in my garage or something
It's like the
that.
stuff that wasn't even worthy to sell at the garage sale, that gets put on the curb.
That's right. And here, it's free. Come pick it up. But I want to know if you would pick up this free item, because this was an actual post from the Norfolk area on Craigslist. Hi, I'm giving away a couch. It's an old green velvet sectional from the 70s. Comfy enough, no rips, but there is a slight dark stain in the center that won't come out no matter what I try. Smells faintly of lavender and something else I can't quite place. It's free to a good home. Then comes the all capital letters. But please read before contacting. The couch must not be left outside overnight. The couch does not like to be sat on after midnight. If you hear whispering when you're alone in the room with it, ignore it. Don't feed it meat. If it shifts on its own, pretend you didn't notice. Whatever you do, do not accept its offer. I'm moving and I can't take it with me. It knows I'm trying to get rid of it. It's been restless lately. Bring two people to move it. It gets heavier when it's angry. First come, first serve, no holds. I won't answer questions. You either want the couch, you don't want the couch. No delivery. You have to come and get it. Address will be given to serious inquirers only. Text, I accept the terms to receive the location. God help you.
I love it. Make up some lore. Make this a mysterious haunted couch. That thing's selling even with the pee stain on it.
Yeah.
That you tried to cover up with a lavender scent.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Well, pee doesn't turn dark. Well, I guess it depends on what kind of pee it
He
is.
turns dark. He's going to turn your green velvet couch dark. It's going to be a dark
Yeah, I
stain.
guess, okay, yeah. Yeah, that's true. That might be you're right. I never thought about it that way. You create a story behind it.
People are like, I gotta know.
Some sort of freaky person.
Make it haunted. Everybody wants haunted stuff.
Somebody that's into the paranormal is going to want this couch.
Oh,
and
Neil
study it.
Parks is going to come running at that couch and examine that thing from top to bottom.
I never thought about it that way. That's actually kind of a genius move to create some lure behind the couch.
Yeah.
That way you know it's going to be picked up and you don't have to worry about
You don't have to call
the
bulk
trash.
pickup.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Okay. All right. I looked at this completely from the wrong angle.
Note to self, there is a market for haunted things.
That is true. I appreciate it, Kelly. Thank you very much. I might want this couch now. All right. For the first time, I'm starting to maybe think I don't know if I made the right decision. I don't know if we should talk about this.
Oh. Can you...
Because I just don't... I don't want to sound like an a-hole.
Well, I don't think it's anything. I don't think you can.
Here's my question.
Just make it anonymous. As anonymous as
It is. No,
possible.
it's completely anonymous.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Here's my question, though. Should we treat children differently in the sense that, look, as adults, you're not friends with everyone. You're not going to like everyone. You're not going to connect with everyone. Right?
Right.
That's a fact.
Yes.
You won't mesh. Your personalities won't vibe. But should children be different? You know what I'm saying? Should we not ever tell a child, don't be friends with this, unless the other person's terrible, obviously. But for children, that's my concern. I just don't want to sound like a jerk when I say this, because that's where this is going. I have a parenting question, something I've never dealt with before. In that we've moved into our new place, we got a condo out in Hilliard, and there are other kids in the surrounding vicinity, and so our kids are heading out and about. They're learning the neighborhood. They're learning who's around, and the 13-year-old came across a couple kids in the complex and went out and had a good time a few weeks ago, or they did what they did. They were shooting basketball or whatever. Well, ever since then, the other children have come and knocked on the door, and it has become apparent that the 13-year-old does not want to hang out with these kids.
Yeah.
Now, there's two reasons. One of them, a major reason, one I'm questioning. And the major reason is these kids are a little bit younger. I believe they're like 8, 9, 10 years old. Different than a 13-year-old, for sure. But the other thing is, he kind of mentioned they're just not my type. Not my...
Yeah. That's okay.
That's okay.
Yes, I think that it's good. It's good to teach kids to be kind to everyone.
Yes.
Unless there's a big reason not to be kind. But like if it's just like a personality, like we're just don't really your friends, you can be kind about it. But just say, oh, no thanks.
Like the other last Wednesday, I think it was, or last Tuesday, there was a knock at the door. The two kids, and the 13-year-old was like, I'm not here. Like around the corner, he's like, I'm not here.
Okay.
So it's like, oh, he's back in Detroit with his father, which is where he was going the next week.
Yeah.
But here's what happened. I'm sorry, the next day. Here on that Wednesday, the next day, they went to leave, and they were the other boys were out front playing, So the 13-year-old had to walk through our backyard in the grass to the next street over.
To get in the car.
And Nora drove around the block.
Wow, you're going to extremes now.
Just I haven't figured out how to broach the subject yet. How do you tell? Do we like? Is it on the 13-year-old to learn to tell someone, "Hey, I don't want to hang out"? Is that a life lesson?
How about this? You tell me if this is a good idea, because I don't know. I don't have kids. But if you answer the door, you, Goose, answer the door, your 13-year-old's like, I'm not here, here, whatever. You can say, hey, if he wants to come out and hang out, he'll be over. Otherwise, I want to see, how can you say it, like, quit knocking on the door. Like, if he wants to play, he'll come over to you.
Outside, right.
He'll come to you. But he's busy, or he's, doesn't want to hang out right now, or whatever. I would say if you could, I don't know.
I know, it's tough.
It's tough because of the age.
Yes.
If like a parent was involved, you could potentially maybe have the bravery to say, hey, for whatever reason, my son is not into hanging out right now, but maybe we could try again in a few months. See how it goes, or
tell
whatever.
That to the other parents, so they tell that to their kid.
Yes, to say, right now he's just not into hanging out for whatever reason. It's not a big deal. Maybe let's try again in a few months.
800-821-9970. As a parent, have you been through this before? Have you had your kids go through like a friend breakup or not want to hang out with someone before, and how you kind of approach that subject? Yeah, because I'm not trying to be mean to a child. I mean, my 13-year-old thinks you're stupid. I would never want to say that.
I feel like he could just say, oh, no thanks, guys. I'll see you around. No thanks, guys. I mean, I guess you could just keep saying that.
Yeah. I agree, Gustavo. I'm definitely not the helicopter parent type. Let him figure it out. Okay. I'm fine with that. I think that's where I'm heading in this whole subject.
The thing is that the parents are on the hook for answering the door every time these kids come over.
Yes. Yeah, at some point you got to be like, look, dude, you got to handle your stuff.
Or you could just say, hey, he's not into hanging out right now. I'll send him down if he wants to shoot baskets or whatever.
No, Doug, don't worry. Nora does like Tess. It's not... he said if you don't want Nora to hang out with Tess, just say so. No, I've got no problem with that whatsoever. Let's see. Nate says, I put it on my child to figure out what to do. I believed to move to learn how to approach the situation. If you do it for them, they'll never learn. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. That is kind of where I'm at.
Okay, Aubrey says, just say, I'll let him know you stopped by.
That's
pretty good.
Kind of the way I get. That might be the most diplomatic way.
Yeah. Hey, let them know you stopped by.
And then eventually, do they just stop knocking?
And if they keep coming, you can say, "Hey, kids, he's not into coming out right now." Like, I don't know if you can say, "Stop knocking at the door." Maybe you don't have to go that far.
Well, I do know what did happen. Like there was a knock at the door one time, and it was like, oh, he's not here. He's up in Detroit with his dad. He'll be back next week. There was a knock at the door the next day by the same kids. They're like, has it been a week yet? And I was like,
aww. You know what you could do, and this would not be a lie, because you do nap in the afternoon. You say, hey, kids, I sleep during the day. Could you not knock on the door anymore?
Oh yeah, ringing the doorbell.
Yeah.
Sorry, I work weird hours. I need my beauty sleep.
Yeah.
Look at his face. I need to make sure I get as much beauty sleep as possible. So could you stop knocking on the door?
You could do that.
800-821-9970. I need some parenting advice here. I would love to hear if you've handled this situation before.
Courtney said this has happened to my kids many times over the years as they have grown up. It usually gets resolved with that. They don't feel like coming outside right now. Eventually, the other kids get the hint.
So they just eventually get the hint.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just keep saying, he doesn't feel like coming out right now.
All right. 800-821-9970. Looking for some parenting advice here at 99.7 The Blitz. All right, I'm on here asking for some parenting advice because it turns out there's, I've got a 13-year-old stepson. There's some kids that live in our condo complex, and he hung out once, but kind of figured out wasn't his cup of tea. They didn't mend. Part of it is the age. It looks like they're a little bit younger, 8, 9, 10, with him being 13.
That'll do it.
Yeah, and they want to hang out with the older kids.
And they want to hang out with the older kids.
That's exciting. Ooh, yeah.
But now we've reached the point where he's like, I don't want to hang out with them. So how do you do it? 800-821-9970. I don't want to be a helicopter parent. I don't want to do it for him. But it's a well-known fact. My 13-year-old stepson is the nicest little boy. He's too kind.
He is.
He's too kind to a fault.
Yeah.
You
Confrontation probably hurts his little soul.
Absolutely, 100%. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
Good morning, it's Tristan.
Hey, Tristan, what's going on, man? How would you handle this situation?
All right, so growing up, my mom and stepdad always made us kids be in charge of our own decisions. They never really did anything for us. And the one excuse that I would always use was, I'm grounded and I'm not allowed to go outside.
Oh. I get it. And I know, I'm following up this whole conversation, the only issue I have with that is I don't want him to set up to lie to people. You know, a little white lie makes sense, but also I don't want that to be the standard to always make excuses or make up a lie because you don't want to do something. You have to confront your problems. Tristan, I appreciate the call, and that's kind of what Sam said here as he texted in. This is the perfect time for him to learn a valuable lesson. You can't avoid your issues. They will come knocking on your door, literally. He has to deal with it eventually. Even if you do the initial awkward discussion or him eventually, he'll have to talk to these kids at some point and learn how to, approach something like this. If you've got some confrontation, you've got to learn how to deal with it.
Yeah, we could work at it together. What can we do here? We've got to take care of this issue, and it's not a big deal. We don't want to lie, but, you don't want them coming to the door every day. So what are we going to do here?
Right. Dave says the restraining order ought to do it.
Like Chris said, I'm surprised your kid plays outside.
Yeah, he's not staying inside all day playing video games.
Well, and here's the thing. The 13-year-old is the gamer.
Yeah.
Spends a lot of time gaming. So I do want him to go outside. When he does go outside, it's great.
Yeah.
I don't want him to have a reason not to go outside now. That's part of the problem.
Yeah, you brought up the age. The senior doesn't want to hang out with the freshman.
Right.
That's just the way it is.
You're absolutely correct.
But the freshman wants to hang out with his senior.
Absolutely.
So it is kind of a compliment. So he could take it as a compliment and just a minor annoyance. And it can probably be handled in one little polite conversation.
Keith says, when I was 13, I'd have no problem simply telling them they're a little too young. Boom. Done. And that might be the way to handle it.
Yeah.
He could do something like, he could say, hey, maybe we could shoot hoops once a month or something. And then they'll forget about it. Say, I'll hang out with you. How about once a month?
But then you're giving them hope, aren't you?
Once a season?
Once a season? Back it off a little bit. Once a season. Let's see. Jeff says kids don't take kids very well. Be upfront with them. Yeah, I just think it's going to have to come down to him doing it because like I said, I don't want to address all his issues for him. And again, for someone like him who is basically the kindest soul on earth, there are certain points you have to learn to stand up for yourself. Otherwise, people are going to walk all over you.
Yeah.
So telling someone you don't want to play could turn into much, much more later in life. Although I do like this from 7936 says, next time there's a knock at the door, whip the door open, kick the one kid in the chest like you're from Sparta, and the rest will get the message.
Don't do that, Goose.
Don't do that?
Don't do that.
All right.
That's bad advice.
All right, fine.
Whoever that was.
800-821-9970. If you've got some parenting advice on how you'd handle this situation, I'd love to hear it. 99.7 The Blitz.
And now, all right, I'm listening. The 3 things you need to know before you go.
And Olentangy Berlin High School coach has resigned after being accused of sending inappropriate messages to a former student. 62-year-old Jamie Kasser resigned back in May, but we're just getting a look at the texts that were sent thanks to a public records request. I got this story off the NBC4i.com website. These messages apparently started in April. The student athlete was no longer enrolled at the high school, that we know. One of his texts to her said, quote, "Am I on your naughty list?" It's a 62-year-old man, right?
Wow.
Okay. Gross. No response. She doesn't respond. So he texts, "Hope you have an amazing day, sending naked hugs and kisses your way."
What?
Ew! Gross. There are about a dozen text messages like this.
So is that one X eggplant O
right?
Eggplant X eggplant O eggplant?
He's like, what, 3 times her age?
Oh, God,
Yeah.
yes.
Another one said, quote, I love who you are. If I was younger, I would have snatched you up and rocked your world. LOL. Dude, you're so embarrassing. Oh my gosh. So this guy was hired as the girls' wrestling coach in 2022.
Oh, man.
I have a feeling that more info could come. Like this, you don't come out of the gate like this.
Yeah.
I think this is.
If there's a text message to one young girl, there might, young girl. Now, listen, he's not facing any charges. I'm assuming this girl
She's 18 and graduated, right?
I'm assuming
Yeah.
that. So outside of being gross and also having to resign his position, he's not facing any other consequences here, at least as of yet. Doesn't look like he's committed any crime outside of sending disgusting texts.
Yeah, if it was a dozen texts or whatever, this is like one of those stop, or you will be charged with harassment, or there will be a restraining order sort of thing.
Right.
Yeah, she can block him.
Yeah, block him. Yeah.
Gross.
But still, that is gross.
That is really gross.
That
Okay.
makes me want to shower.
I know. Target is ending price matching. For 12 years, Target customers who found a product that was sold for less on Amazon or Walmart's websites could request to buy that same product that was sold at Target at the lowest price. But that policy is ending in 6 days, July 28th. Then the only way Target will price match is if you find a price discrepancy between what you're seeing in the store versus what you're seeing on the Target.com website. So they'll price match against themselves.
Right.
If by accident it's listed lower somewhere else. But if you took advantage of that Target price matching, it's coming to an end in 6 days. North Korea has allegedly built a huge beach resort called Wonsan. And this entertainment complex has been up and running for a few weeks. It's on the country's east coast. It supposedly has hotels, restaurants, a water park, shopping malls, said to be able to accommodate 20,000 people. Kim Jong-un says it was built to boost tourism. Like, who is visiting North Korea? Okay, but people do visit there. I guess they do allow Chinese people to come visit.
But here's the thing: I had a friend that went. His story was actually told all over the country. He was one of the very few people who has visited every country in the world. And one of the last places he went was North Korea because it's so difficult to get a visa if you want to go visit. Like, you have to walk around with basically a concierge with you at all times. And basically it's a government official.
Right.
Who's following you around every minute of the day.
Wow.
Well, it's Kim Jong-un's discretion. They'll open the borders for tourism to select countries. Like I said, mostly China, sometimes Russia.
And Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman.
But so they did have some Russians visiting this brand new complex with the water park and the, all this stuff. But they shut it down right away. No reason why. They're just like, no more tourism. That's it. So they've built this gorgeous, I guess, complex, entertainment complex that nobody can go to. Now, last year they allowed some Chinese people to come in, and it was very popular destination. But apparently, some reporter published an article that said where they were allowed to go in North Korea, they had sort of these North Korean actors who were there to pretend they were tourists and having a great time. And all. Well, that really ticked off North Korea. So they're like, no more tourism. So there are a bunch of people who have current tickets to go here, but they're not allowed.
They're not allowed to go.
Yeah, it's shut down for now. What a weird country.
That is very weird.
Yeah.
Very weird.
All right, those are your 3 things.
All right, Taste Test Tuesday. It just so happened that a couple things fell in our lap, food related, and so it just kind of worked out that we could do this all at the same time. The first one is something I saw, I think, last summer, and it kind of faded away, and now it's back again. I saw a TikTok video, and I remember thinking the same thing last year when I saw it. There's no way that this is any good. However, I said that months and months and months ago when I saw another one, which was taking an Oreo cookie and scooping up some sour cream.
Yeah, that's not good. There's no way.
It's delicious.
You're kidding.
It's cheesecake. It's the strangest thing.
Okay.
It tastes just like cheesecake. My hand was shaking as I got closer to my mouth trying to eat that thing. But the second it happened, I was like, oh my God, you're right. It's cheesecake. So that's why I have this second one where I'm like, well, why not give it a try? So, Kelly, I don't know if you've seen this before.
All right, watermelon.
Some delicious
nice
sliced watermelon.
Ooh, that does look delicious.
It does look like good watermelon. And
yellow mustard.
Mustard.
All right, I do love sweet and salty. But I'm going to be very surprised if this tastes good.
Me too. But people are losing their mind over it.
All right.
So I figured we should all give it a try.
No,
so
if that squirts out the gross water, I'm not.
No,
I
shook up the I shook up the water already. I said the same thing before we got on the air. I said I don't want the mustard pee coming out first. So it squirts some.
Oh, okay, that's a lot of mustard.
That is not a lot of mustard. There's not a lot of mustard. That's what they did. They put it right there on the edge.
All right. Okay.
There's
Are
yours.
We trying it at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to get mine loaded with mustard. And all they did was they took a bite of their watermelon slice with yellow mustard on top of it. Are you sniffing it? Why are you sniffing it?
Well, I just started to put my mouth up to
you
it. I
spread it all out,
the
you
mustard.
wuss.
You
all right.
globbed it on there so
Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Oh. Mm-mm. Nope. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Who told you this was good?
That is the absolute grossest thing I've ever...
Okay, that's stupid. Somebody trolled you.
It's all over the place. I'm telling you.
Okay, that was really foul.
That's disgusting.
That mustard hit me in the back of the throat.
Can we get to the good stuff now?
Okay, do not try that at home. That whoever said that was good
it
was
is all over
lying.
the internet. I spit
Watermelon's
watermelon
great.
juice everywhere.
That was disgusting. Who likes that?
I don't know who said that was good.
I have to replace the carpet underneath me because there is some really nasty mustard stains. Because that just
spit it out.
I tried to catch it with a piece of paper, but it just slid off.
She did the same thing. Oh man,
that was so gross.
Oh, you did. We're gonna have to scrub that carpet.
That was so disgusting.
The boss
Don't
is
tell
gonna
anybody.
be mad.
Don't tell anybody.
Okay, won't tell anyone. All right, so that was the
What's
disgusting
next?
one.
That's what I thought it was going to taste like, too. I knew it was.
It tasted like mustard and watermelon.
Yeah, which was horrible. It was a horrible thought. It was a horrible taste.
All right, the second item for Taste Test Tuesday is probably going to be a little bit better because it's hard to go wrong with Jenny's ice cream. And they have a new flavor this summer, which, of course, we had to try because it's called Goose Tracks.
Yeah.
Aww.
I'm a little mad that I wasn't approached and consulted on what would be in Goose Tracks. Because here's the thing.
Maybe they knew better.
That's a possibility. Here's the thing. Having spent 5 months in Columbus now, I have not been to Jenny's yet. I have heard amazing things about Jenny. I have a friend who travels a lot from work from Colorado, and she's the one who brought up, she's like, you have to go to Jenny's and get Jenny's ice cream. So I have yet to do so. However, I will say this. I only wish I was approached and consulted because none of this personally, to me, is what I would pick. This is a unique flavor combination, which they do at Jenny's. And that would be, if the description is, fragrant and lush blackberry and raspberry ice cream with a clash of bittersweet chocolate chips.
That sounds amazing.
I don't see any problem with that. Yeah.
We don't have to put mustard on it.
We do not have to put mustard on it, no. So I'm going to get my little scoop here. Make sure I get that chocolate
pretty frozen
in there. It's thankfully it's kind of it'll be easier if I pass the spoon down. So get some here for thick. The Goose Tracks ice cream. There you go. That mustard is still sitting in the back of my throat. All right. Here we go. Jenny's Goose Tracks ice cream. Fragrant and lush blackberry and raspberry ice cream with a clash of bittersweet chocolate chips. And here we go. Well, that's fruity. That's much better than I thought it was going to be.
Okay,
Excellent.
that's amazing.
Excellent.
And
Yeah.
I thought it might taste like Grater's black raspberry chip, but it doesn't. It has a whole different flavor. It's really good. I can really taste the blackberry.
It's better.
Oh, I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
That is fantastic.
It's so much better than I thought it was going to be. And
so
I don't mean that as
good.
an insult. It's just that wouldn't be the flavor combo that I would think of.
Yeah.
But that's really good.
Oh, I
Way
love
to
it.
go, Jenny's.
All right. Jenny's Goose Tracks. Fragrant and lush blackberry and raspberry ice cream with a clash of bittersweet chocolate chips. We give the big thumbs up to.
Personally approved by Goose himself.
Watermelon and yellow mustard.
No.
I don't even give it a thumbs down. I give it a middle finger up is what I
Like,
give
I feel
that.
like I'm going to have to file for workers' comp on this one because that is making me sick to even look at.
Well, thank God we had this to follow.
To
Jason
follow
with
up.
you.
I'm glad we did the Goose Tracks second.
Yes.
Thank you, Jenny's.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
Our first story takes us down to Florida. We've got ourselves a WTF. What the Florida? Troopers in Citrus County were called to U.S. Highway 98 at 8:30 a.m. last Friday morning when a man was reported driving erratically on the southbound side of the Suncoast Parkway. That is when Christopher Spain was pulled over. The 38-year-old showed signs of impairment, including small pupils, flushed skin, dry mouth, and visible irritation to the inside of his nose. Spain also had a small blue straw in his back pocket, according to troopers. He also repeatedly cleared his throat, sniffed, and spit a bunch during the traffic stop. And to top it all off, he was driving down the highway in a riding lawnmower. You can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that. He was arrested for impaired driving, DUI, and he did refuse field sobriety tests, so he was also charged with driving under the influence.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah, it is. You can't do that. Our second story takes us overseas to China. Now, look, depending on how big your company is, you've got different divisions of your company. You'll have the American division, maybe the Asian division, or the European division, whatever the case may be, for the same product. Or you might see a product we're familiar with, but you might see like other flavors over there. They've got weird candy bar flavors. You know, what we know is like a Snickers or a Twix. They've got different flavors overseas. They also do their own promotions and sometimes even do their own bottling, and that's what happened with the China distribution center for Corona. The company that handles the distribution for Corona in China has decided they wanted to come up with a new, not a new product, but a new packaging, if you will. Because apparently a lot of people in China like to go to the beach, and they were trying to figure out what's a good way to be able to have your Corona and chill at the beach, but like have your Corona right there next to you. Like if you don't have a cup holder or something, you're surrounded by the sand, you know, that soft material. So the best way would be to take the Corona bottle and round out the bottom of the Corona bottle so you can just slide it right into the sand. And that way, the bottle will stand erect right there in the sand, easy to grab, easy to take a sip, easy to...
You couldn't do the same thing with a normal-shaped bottle?
That's what I was thinking.
You might be able to.
But they're trying to be innovative.
They're
I get
trying to
it.
be innovative.
Yeah.
So it's more of kind of not a bullet-shaped bottom, but
gotcha.
a
Yeah.
rounded bottom that...
like a Weeble Wobble.
Like a Weeble Wobble almost, yeah. It kind of gets thinner, and then it's very rounded at the bottom.
Problem is, that's the only place you can stand that bottle up now.
Yeah, but here's the concern, Thick. People aren't worried about inserting the bottle into the sand.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Oh, my.
Yikes. So what do these emergency room visits look like?
That's what people are concerned about.
Like it's a new sex toy?
Yes, that is exactly it. That is exactly it. I mean, it wasn't but a week ago that during the not-so-breaking news... What's that?
But a week ago?
Yeah,
okay.
That we told the story of the man who went to the hospital in China and had to have the eel removed from his abdomen cavity because it had chewed through his colon.
What's going on over there?
And there was only one way for it to chew through its colon, which was a live eel, by the way.
It must be really boring in China. You gotta come up with your own fun, I guess. I don't know.
I guess.
What happened to going to the mall, people?
They don't exist anymore.
They are just way more, I don't want to say innovative. Adventurous?
Bigger freaks?
They are they let their freak flag fly over in China.
I mean, I know there's a fetish for almost everything in America, but man, they just upped the game.
Yeah, they definitely taken to a whole nother level. So, yes, I would be very concerned for what's going to happen in the emergency room, and it will not be long before we report on the not-so-breaking news the man going to the hospital who needed a Corona bottle.
Ectomy.
Yeah, a Corona-ectomy.
Yes.
It's a great way of putting it. That's your not-so-breaking news, 99.7 The Blitz. We are counting down the days, just a few days away from Christmas in July, this Friday. We're going to be set up outside the studios here all morning doing the morning show live right out front. 1458 Dublin Road is where you can find us outside the Blitz headquarters here. And we would love for you to stop by, say hello, bring a new unwrapped toy for Nationwide Children's Hospital because, you know, they do a lot of these things around Christmas time, obviously. But you get to about this year, and the shelves inside the Children's Hospital get a little bit more bare for the kids there who might need to be entertained or keep themselves busy, obviously going through what they're going through. So we're looking to help restock the shelves.
We've gotten some texts from people who've had their children have spent time at Children's Hospital saying that it was such an unexpected and lovely surprise for their child when they rolled like that toy cart in and they got to choose something.
Oh, yeah.
They're sitting there bored all day in a hospital bed, and to have an opportunity to pick out a brand new toy for themselves just to make the stay a little less awful. We're just so pleased to be a part of this.
Absolutely. It's I cannot wait to see my first Christmas in July, and we want you to stop by and say hello, of course. And they're talking the whole range of movies, DVDs, Marvel, superheroes, action figures, coloring books, Barbies, My Little Ponies, down to the Legos and the big blocks, coloring books, the more kind of teenage-centric books, because there are teenagers that are at Nationwide Children's Hospital as well. So.
Notebooks that they can write in, too.
Notebooks they can write in, yeah, absolutely. So please, come see us this Friday morning. We're going to be kicking off the show at 6 a.m. as we always do, but I know that we're going to have people out front till 2 p.m. All day, or at least through half the day hanging out. So, yes, please stop by. I want to do a kind of a answer and hang up. We won't dive into too many questions, but 800-821-9970, because I saw a very interesting question that I'm very curious, because I bet the answers will just ride the spectrum from top to bottom. And that question is, what's the most you'd pay for dinner at a restaurant? What's the most you would pay for? Where if you were to look at the menu beforehand, and you're like, nah, I'm not going there. And they're too expensive. Why would I pay that much for food? I'm going to poop out anyways. Not doing it. Or do you enjoy and you don't mind spending the money on something? You work, you slave every day because you want to have that type of experience. So I'm very curious. 800-821-9970. And this is what I want to do. I don't want us to answer you. I want you to get a pen and paper and write down the number that you would pay for at a restaurant before we give our answers.
Just like me by myself? Like what's
No, let's call it we're gonna call it date night. Like
dinner for two.
Dinner for two.
Okay.
You and your significant other.
Okay.
And again, we could dive into, well, what if it's her birthday or what if it's anniversary? I don't care. The most you would pay on any one time, whether it's date night, your 100th wedding anniversary.
So the total bill.
Total bill.
Tax, tip included?
Sure, tip included.
Okay. I'm just trying to get you.
Of course, Thick is going to have all the questions.
Well, yeah, because think about it. The more you pay for the dinner, the bigger the tip's going to be. I got to be able to afford both.
Yes. Yeah, don't go to the restaurant if you can't tip.
Right.
800-821-9970. Give us a call right now. Shoot us a text. If you give us a call, I just want you to give a number and hang up. It's just answer and hang up. Blitz, hello. What's the total? Hey. The most money you would spend dinner and two. What is it?
$150, 75 a plate.
75 a plate. Game over. You're not spending any more than that. All right, good to know. Thank you. Chris, count drinks? Yes, the total bill.
We're going to include drinks too?
So many questions.
Damn.
How much are you walking out the door? Kelly's losing her mind. She goes, just write down a number.
It is not complicated.
It is not complicated.
Really
Doug says, what if I have a coupon?
Oh, yeah. See, another question. What if I have a coupon? What if it's buy one, get one free? God, we'll just write down a number. Blitz, what's the most you would spend on dinner for two at a restaurant?
$160.
160 is the total amount you're spending.
I like it.
Okay.
$80 a plate.
All right.
Or 60 and a drink.
Yes.
I don't know. Whatever you're
Blitz, what's the most you would spend at a restaurant dinner for two?
$200.
$200 total. That's the most you're spending. Okay.
Okay, all right.
All right, so we're slowly creeping up. Blitz, hi. What's the most you'd spend dinner for two?
$200.
$200.
200.
Okay, 200.
Okay,
All right.
all right.
Blitz, good morning. Hi. What's the most you would spend dinner for two?
$250.
$250.
It's climbing.
Okay.
It's like we're
yeah.
bidding.
Yeah. Now we're getting $250. You're getting into like who's the Hyde Park. If you're going to Hyde Park, dinner for two with drinks. You're probably spending $250 at Hyde Park. Blitz, hi. How much are you going to spend dinner for two?
Probably $500 would be most.
Woo! $500 would be the most you would spend. Okay, very nice. So you enjoy a good meal then. You don't have a problem paying for a good meal. Blitz, hi. Who's this? I'm sorry. No, what's the total you would spend dinner for two?
$175.
$175. That's it. All right. Going back down. Blitz, hi. What's the most you'd spend dinner for two?
Maybe $150.
$150, that's it. Anything more than that, we ain't going.
All right.
Too much. Thanks for the call. Blitz, hi. How much you spending dinner for two?
$500 for our wedding anniversary.
It's a wedding anniversary. You'll drop $500 on a nice dinner. Okay.
We did it Butcher and Rose last year.
You did it.
Where
okay.
Yep.
All right, well, Butcher and Rose, is that what you said?
Yep.
Was it worth
Rose
it?
downtown. Yeah, it was actually.
Okay, this is the one thing. This is the most we've heard so far. So, what did you get for your $500?
Drinks. We got two free desserts. We both got steaks and two sides, and no appetizer though. So yeah, that was with
no appetizer, steak and two sides. So you're getting the fat ribeye. It's going to run you like $125 or something like that, right?
My husband did. Yeah, my husband did.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Very good. Well, I appreciate all the info. All right.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
You too. Vic, what is the total amount you're spending, the most you would spend at a restaurant dinner for two for you and Heather?
$400.
$400?
Yeah.
Other than that, don't ask me to go. You're out.
Yeah, I mean, I know maybe the food can get better. I just can't believe it.
So have you done that before? Have you dropped
Came
the $400
close.
before? Came
on
close
an
to
anniversary.
An anniversary dinner. Okay.
Yeah. With tip.
With tip.
Yes.
Okay. Kelly, what's the most you're dropping? Dinner for two, you and Charlie out and about. What are you dropping at a restaurant?
Earlier this year, we went to the Top, and I would say it was about $200. We don't drink, so that was no alcohol, but it's appetizer, dinner, dessert, $200 at the Top, and it was probably one of the best meals I've ever had.
Okay.
Yeah.
So would you be...
I'm not opposed to spending more. Like, it's fine. Like, but it's for a special occasion or something. But I would say if we're going to go somewhere, we're like, this is going to be nice, whatever. It's $200. I would say right around $200. Yeah.
Okay. The most I ever spent, and I was, I knew it was coming, but it still was like, I don't know if I would ever do it again, but it was worth it. Was $800. It was in Washington, D.C., and it was at a steakhouse, but we got not only did we get the Kobe beef, there's an olive Kobe beef, where basically the cows are just fed olives, and it makes everything inside their body like silky smooth. And so I had to try it.
Yeah.
And so drinks, you got the appetizer. Again, it's one of those places that had the sides, separately, and then the steak. Yeah. It was $800. I would think, for me, $500 is probably my cap, right in that. If I'm doing dinner for two, it better be a special meal.
Yeah.
But I would put down $500 at a really nice steakhouse, especially if I'm getting something like the Kobe.
I was just looking at Butcher and Rowe. So a 12-ounce Wagyu strip steak, $115.
Yeah. Yep, that does make sense. There was a place in Detroit that we used to go, and you could get the 40-ounce tomahawk.
Yeah.
And that was $230
Tomahawk.
just for the tomahawk steak.
God,
You get a good tomahawk.
you eat a whole one?
No, I can't. Not in one sitting.
Okay. I didn't think. I mean, they're mammoth.
There's it's so much.
I would try.
Oh, absolutely. I would leave there with the meat sweats
Right.
for sure. You would smell the beef coming out of my sweat for the next few days, without a doubt, because I'm just going to put down as much as I can. It's totally worth it, but yeah, that's about it. 99.7 The Blitz. Hey, I just saw something pop up on my Facebook feed. I just thought it was kind of cool. Shout out to anyone who was at Incarceration. If you went to go see Russian deathcore juggernaut Slaughter de Prevail, they claim, and Incarceration claims, they had America's biggest wall of death.
Yeah, I believe it.
I saw someone walking with a sign. They made like a cardboard sign, big letters that just said Wall of Death. And they were walking through the middle of the crowd, and people saw the side. People started separating, like the Red Sea.
Yep.
People started separating, and man, when they collided, I crowd surfed for the first time at Sonic Temple for Linkin Park. I'm good with that. I circled the mosh pit once.
Yep.
And they're really nice and kind when they know you're a noob. But like I walked in and just kind of jumped around in a circle and then kind of, beat it after that. And people are super cool.
Yep.
But I'm not doing a wall of death.
I am not doing a wall of death. And then you end up, obviously, you and I, Kelly, doom scrolling last night, came across the same video because our very own Tess, her TikTok popped up while I was scrolling. Yeah. And she was talking about her time at Incarceration. And the whole side of her face was scratched and definitely red because she got clocked by someone in the mosh pit. She scrolls down, her legs she looked like almost like a Dalmatian, like just splattered in mud.
Yeah.
She's always she broke a rib during Killswitch Engage a few years ago because she fell while crowd surfing.
I can't imagine. So, again, congratulations if you were at Incarceration, if you were watching Slaughter to Prevail, if you were part of the Wall of Death, you have just become a part of the record-breaking America's biggest Wall of Death.
You made history.
Congratulations.
And now, all right, I'm listening. The 3 things you need to know before you go.
Court records confirm that Ohio Congressman Jim Jordan was deposed by attorneys as part of the lawsuit against Ohio State and the Dr. Richard Strauss sex abuse scandal. Records show the Republican was questioned under oath last week. Jordan served as an Ohio State wrestling coach from 1986 to 1994. Wrestlers have accused Jordan of knowing about the Strauss abuse, but Jordan has always maintained that he did not know. Brian Kohberger, the man who murdered 4 University of Idaho students in their off-campus home in 2022 and then took a plea deal to avoid the death penalty, is being formally sentenced tomorrow. It's expected to be a full day in court as the family members of Ethan Chapin, Xana Kernodle, Kaylee Gonsalves, and Maddie Mogan will make victim impact statements and will, for the first time, speak directly to Kohberger. Ethan Chapin's parents say they will not attend. Ethan was a triplet, so not sure if his brother and sister will attend or not. We also don't know if the victims' roommates, who have really avoided the spotlight, they may also speak at the sentencings tomorrow. Kohberger will have the opportunity to address the court. He's not required to do so. His motive is still a mystery. And yesterday, President Trump posted that he hopes the judge makes Kohberger explain why he did this. That is unlikely to happen. The judge will then sentence Kohberger to 4 consecutive life sentences plus 10 years for burglary.
Wait, I know it's hard to even fathom, But God forbid something like this happens in your direct circle. Are you going to something like that? I don't know if I would. I probably definitely wouldn't say anything. What are you going to say? I hate you? You're a terrible person?
That is kind of Ethan Chapin's parents. When I don't know if you saw the documentary that is on, I think it's Hulu now, about the Idaho 4. They are interviewed extensively in this documentary, and they said, basically, we have nothing to say. We don't want to see this person. There's nothing that can bring our son back. Right. Nothing that will make us feel any better about this. So we're not attending. They have not attended a single court date.
And are client impact statements going to change the sentencing? Like, I don't necessarily believe they will.
The deal's the deal. I mean, I guess the judge could go off book somehow.
Right. Yeah, exactly. They've already made a deal. Right. So it's already been kind of compromised and figured out what they're going to do. So
I think
I don't know
it
if
is
I would
for
go to this.
The victims, maybe some. And you know that Kaylee Gonsalves's father has been out in the public eye. He got a gag. Well, they all got a gag order slapped on him, but a lot of it, I think, was because he was out there giving interview after interview after interview. And, I think he is likely to get up there and speak, and maybe some people just that
closure of some sort.
Yeah, just to say, I need you to know.
Get it off your chest.
What you've done here.
Okay.
Brian Koberg is obviously a psychopath. I don't think he cares.
Right.
But it is interesting. The gag order has been rescinded. And so we will get, after the sentencing, some of the stuff that we haven't been able to hear yet, like the victim interviews or the victims, the roommates, and the witness interviews and things like that, which will be interesting.
Okay.
But I don't know. I'm with you. I don't think I could face it. There's nothing that would make it any better. Go to prison. That's all.
Just
I
go.
want.
Right. Just exactly. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Just go to prison. Yep.
Yeah. Safety checks are underway ahead of tomorrow's opening, the Ohio State Fair. Inspectors with the Department of Agriculture going over all 65 rides, checking seats, restraints, and mechanical systems. The fair's ride provider, Tally Amusements, is also using a third-party inspector to ensure everything is ready for guests. So they will open tomorrow. We do have quite a concert series lineup starting tomorrow with Kids Bop. Then we'll head on to Foreigner on Thursday night. We'll also get Morris Day and the Time.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
O-E-O-E-O.
I did not know. When?
Oh, Friday, July 26th.
This Friday.
No, Saturday.
What?
Sorry. Is that Saturday, 26th? Saturday, July 26th, 7 p.m.
I did not know that.
Morris Day and the Time, baby.
Did you know, by the way, side note, if you go to the state fair and you get on these rides, 99% of the time, they are so much safer than like Cedar Point, because these rides are taken apart and reassembled every few weeks, so they get a closer inspection than like rides at Cedar Point that are just there.
They missed one a few years ago.
Yeah, I do feel it's the opposite of that, but you're probably right.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's
Although,
the nuts and bolts are all checked. Bunny, are you there?
Yeah.
Morris Day and the Time are coming Saturday night to the Ohio State Fair. So we have plans on Saturday night, FYI.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Well, that was easy.
Yeah. Well, we've been trying. He's come to the casino in Detroit a few times, and I keep missing him. And I've been so mad, so I did not know he was coming. So,
well, let me tell you who else is going to be there: Warren Ziders, Taryn Wells, Leanne Morgan. She's a funny gal.
Yeah. Okay.
T-Pain. Quinn XC. I don't know what that is. And Chelsea Cutler. Okay, no idea. AJR and Trace Atkins.
AJR, huh?
Yeah.
Who's
that's a
AJR?
pretty good pop rock band.
Alternative pop band, yeah.
All right.
That's a good lineup, though.
They got some cool tunes.
Yeah, it's all right. So that's coming starting tomorrow. Oh, I'm glad to know that you'll go see Morris Day and the Time.
Absolutely.
It should be a fun time.
What was the other one I told you about you were going to go to? It was like a big lineup of R&B.
Oh, there was an Earth, Wind, and Fire show coming, wasn't there? Something like that?
Yeah, and also Midnight Star was on
yeah,
that.
Yeah. Yep.
No parking on the dance floor.
Yep.
All right.
Kelly's a freak as always.
Thank you for the info, Kelly.
Yeah, of course. You got it.
I'm so glad I tuned into the 3 things you need to know.
You're such a great hype man.
I
really appreciate it.
Anything for you. Is that it? That's what I'm assuming that's it?
That's
3
it.
things?
Those are your 3
right.
things.
Okay. Well, I hope you maxed out the volume on your radio, because if you were listening to the show yesterday, you do know that Bulls on Parade was a very popular answer for our discussion of songs that cannot be listened to at a reasonable volume. And I wholeheartedly agree. I hope you had everything cranked up to an 11 for sure. Yesterday, we told you that Delta is going to be changing their pricing system to a more dynamic pricing system to figure out how much you'd be willing to pay for a ticket. Basically, when you do searches, they're going to try and charge you as much as they possibly can. Well, they're not the only airline making changes. We've been hearing about this for a while, but because it's creeping up quickly, there is yet another report that Southwest Airlines tickets with seat assignments will go on sale July 29th. They are ending their open seating policy on January 27th. So you've only got a few months left before they start going to a more organized seating policy. They're also changing their boarding groups, where they're not going to have that sign anymore that says numbers 1 through 10, 10 through 19, 20 through 29, where you were trying to figure out where you stood to get in line. Now they're doing kind of more like the more traditional executive and gold members seat first, people with children that need assistance seat second, and they're going to break down the 8 boarding groups basically. Why can't they just make air travel more simple? I don't know what the answer is. Because here's the other one, too. Here's the other thing I don't understand. How is it possible, and I know they've done studies. I am not an aviation expert. I know they've done studies on this, and they say they are currently doing it the best way possible. But how is allowing people in first class and with the better seats in the front of the plane the most organized way, the quickest way of seating people? How is it possible that not seating people in the back of the plane first is the best way to go? I'm not saying let everyone on the plane at the same time, but let the group, group 1 should be the back of the plane. Let them get seated. Group 2, instead of the people waiting to put their bags up top and then the people waiting to... Again, I know they've studied it.
They've come to the conclusion
that
that's the best way to get you to try to buy first-class tickets.
Is that what you think it is?
I don't know, man. Dude, to me, ever since COVID, I feel like everybody out there is price gouging the hell out of us.
Well, yeah.
And
absolutely.
I wonder, do you ever wonder, is something coming? Something's going to happen that the rich are trying to get as rich as they possibly can, as fast as they possibly can.
Okay, you just went down an entire conspiracy theory about talking about airplane seating.
Well, it's all part of it, and it's not like it's it's not a conspiracy theory that's out there. It's just something that goes through my mind. Is something going on? Is something coming?
Something is always going on,
and the elite know it.
Something is always going on, and the rich are trying to get richer always, like they have been since the beginning. Yeah, but it seems
like it's outrageous now, like way off the charts.
Because they know they can cheat. They know they can cheat. They know that no one's going to stand in their way to price gouge everything. So it's not necessarily that something is coming. It's just that there are greedy people out there, and they will do everything they can to put as much money in their pocket as possible.
It just seems like it's getting worse and worse.
It is, because it's being allowed.
What can you do?
I don't know. Put a cap on how much money can...
Can you?
No, of course you can't. Because then we're infringing on people's rights.
We have to stop buying this crap.
Capitalism.
We have to stop buying stuff.
Hey.
as long as somebody's out there going to spend it,
We could go on a whole tirade about this stuff, but that is completely off subject. So we shall not. Be prepared to pay more for your airline tickets, though.
I ain't flying, damn it.
Right, exactly. Sign some of the Blitz.
Now, let's see if we can learn you something. Sit up and pay attention.
Yeah, let's learn you some stuff on a Tuesday morning. Cameroon, which is a location in Central Africa, got its name from the Portuguese word for shrimp. And the Portuguese name of the country is still literally shrimps. Cameroons. I don't know if I'd want my country named shrimp. I'd be a little upset about that. The opposite of paranoia is called pronoia. The belief that everyone's involved in a secret conspiracy to help you. Which I would love to find someone who suffers from pronoia.
I can only think maybe your parents would be the only people.
People that are out to help you all the time.
Right.
That would be a very weird feeling that everyone is secretly out to help you.
Be awesome if they were. I'm open to it.
More than willing, right? Absolutely.
Have at it, guys.
Yes. Let's see. The U.S. Forest Service created Smokey the Bear in 1944 after their deal ran out with Disney to use Bambi on their forest fire prevention posters.
Did they used to do that?
Yeah. And then so they're like, yeah, we're not going to work with Disney anymore, or at least the deal fell through somehow, and they said, yeah, let's create our own guy. So they came up with Smokey the Bear.
Only you can prevent
Wildfires.
Wildfires.
I was like, me? I got scared. He told me I'm the only one.
You're the only one.
Me?
Only you. The average length of a book on Amazon is roughly 75,000 words. That translates to about 300 pages. They've actually looked into this. About half the books are shorter than that, and half the books are longer than that. So that is the actual average, 300 pages for a book on Amazon.
All right.
And finally, during a conversation, the average person's turn to talk lasts 2 seconds, and there's only a gap of 200 milliseconds before the other person starts talking again. Like, it'd pick up on conversations very quickly.
Right.
Not a lot of downtime, if you will. And that's true across all cultures, even in sign language conversations. Like the millisecond someone stops signing, the other person jumps in to sign. We're very quick to retort and very quick to get our point across. So, learning you some stuff on a Tuesday morning, 99.7 The Blitz.